Is romantic love dead? Well, this scene in the Gilded Age kind of shows that it might be. So, in the Gilded Age TV show, Gladys is being basically pushed to marry this British aristocrat by her mother, Mrs. Russell, who says to her, marriage is basically a contract. Marry the richest guy you can. Which is basically what happened to the real life Gladys, Consuelo Vanderbilt, who was married off to British aristocracy with a $2.5 million dowry, $80 million in today's money. But that was very in keeping with the 1880s. This painting from roughly around the same time is a retelling of a 12th century story, Eloise and Abelard, where a young girl secretly marries her tutor and becomes a tragedy. For most of history, romance and marriage were not seen as the same thing or even connected. And often, romance was positioned as something that was tragic. Marriage is something that women had to do to preserve their life, right? They couldn't own a house, they couldn't have a bank account, they often couldn't hold a job. And what's interesting to me is that in this season of Gilded Age, the idea that romance isn't the point of marriage is something that Hollywood often positions as negative. How many movies and books talk about marrying the poor man, the heart of gold? So why has this shift? Well, one, I think they're trying to be more historically accurate, but also our society has shifted. Women are less likely to get married today, partly because they can earn their own money, and romance doesn't have to end in forever. In some ways, we've gone back to this idea that marriage isn't a necessary requirement of romance.